Hi and welcome back to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And we continue our look at the Benjamin Mendy Louis Saha Matturie trial. We're up to day 38, 14th of November 2022. Please, if you are new to the channel, do everything City, the past, the present, the future, everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly as well. So please join me as we look at what's happened in Chester Crown Court today. It'd be great to have you on board. Push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, so you get to know when these vlogs come out. Obviously, normally about City and the football, but this is a feature, obviously, that's of interest to many City fans and fans in general, or people in general. And if you can get a chance, guys, just give us a little thumbs up as well. It's great to get views, etc., especially for this court thing, but it's great to get a little thumbs up as well. Just much appreciated by me. Right, to summarise, Mr. Mendy, 28, is accused of 7 counts of rape and four women, 1 count of attempted rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The offence is alleged to have taken place at his Cheshire mansion between October 2018 and August 2021, relating to 7 women in total. Mr. Matturie's co-defendant from Eccles, Salford, is accused of 6 counts of rape and 3 counts of sexual assault relating to 7 women. Judge Stephen Everett resides at Chester Crown Court, and my thanks as ever to the Manchester Evening News Timeline, and their court reporter today is Seamus McDonnell. The trial recommenced a bit late due to some other court business being carried out in Court 1, and we got off about 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, so a shorter day. And the jurors are brought back into court for the trial to continue, and Pep Guardiola, Manchester City manager, is called as a witness by Mr. Mendy's legal team. Mr. Guardiola, 51, is appearing in court remotely via video link. He is dressed in a grey t-shirt. The jurors are told the witness is somewhere abroad. Mr. Guardiola swears an oath to tell the truth. Eleanor Laws KC, Mr. Mendy's barrister, asked the witness to confirm his name and asked his job. He says he is manager of Manchester City. The witness tells the court this is his 7th season at the club. Mr. Guardiola confirmed he had come to court to give character evidence. He said he signed Mr. Mendy in the 2017-18 season. Ms. Law suggested that when Mr. Mendy was signed, there was a lot of expectation on his shoulders. Mr. Guardiola said, I don't know because I didn't ask him what was his expectation, but as a club and as a manager, we have a lot of big expectations. We believed in our players. Pressed further, Mr. Guardiola said he's an exceptional player. Ms. Law suggested to Mr. Guardiola that he was impressed with Mr. Mendy's speed and physicality, and the witness agreed. We were really impressed as a club, said Mr. Guardiola, going on that he was happy that Mr. Mendy wanted to join and the club finally signed him. Mr. Guardiola agreed that soon after he had signed Mr. Mendy, he suffered a serious injury and then other injuries followed. Asked if he was aware Mr. Mendy had difficulties professionally, Mr. Guardiola replied, I'm pretty sure the injuries can do that. It's always pretty difficult. The KC suggested that Mr. Mendy preferred to be with the rest of the team rather than on his own. And Mr. Guardiola said, of course, naturally. Asked to describe his character, Mr. Guardiola said of Mr. Mendy, he's a really good boy, I would say, so generous. I think he's happy, and I remember that when we were together and everybody asked for some favours, he was able to do it. Mr. Guardiola was asked to slow down as people were making notes of his comments in court. The witness said he's a very generous boy. I think he very quickly adapted to the team, and I would say he was very happy he could help the other ones. Mr. Guardiola said that when someone asked Mr. Mendy for something, he was always able to do it. Mr. Guardiola added Mr. Mendy was a funny boy, adding that the player's heart was always happier in the locker room rather than out on the pitch. The City manager added that Mr. Mendy liked making rumours and having fun and making people have fun. Mr. Mendy was definitely from day one a well-liked member of the team, Mr. Guardiola said. Ms. Laws suggested Mr. Mendy was happy and fun and contributed to team spirit. Mr. Guardiola replied, it's difficult to find a person in a locker room who speaks badly about Mendy. The KC suggested to the witness that Mr. Mendy enjoyed his life. Mr. Guardiola said, I can say I can't see players. I control my players when we are together in training sessions. In their private life, I don't know what they do. I don't follow the players on social media, so I don't know what they are doing outside my control in training sessions and in games. He added, I am not his father. Mr. Guardiola said he was in charge of 20 or 22 players and that he would notice immediately if there was a problem in training sessions. That's what I'm taking care of and that's where I pay attention, he said. Mr. Guardiola said he demanded the best of Mr. Mendy, but went on that sometimes he delivered to us and sometimes he didn't deliver. Asked if Mr. Mendy was easy to deal with, Mr. Guardiola said, yes, so easy. Mr. Guardiola was asked whether he had supported Mr. Mendy after he became aware that at the beginning of 2020 the player had broken lockdown rules. The witness said, I realised it happened. I don't remember through the media or somebody at the club advised me about that. Of course, I am not happy. We talk about that and he accepts he didn't do the right thing. Casey said to the witness he was aware of serious sexual offences alleged against Mr. Mendy, and yet he was prepared to come to the court. Mr. Guardiola said, he asked me, Mendy, to come here today with all of you, Your Honour, and that's why I'm here. The judge thanked the witness for coming and asked Mr. Guardiola not to talk about the case while the trial continues. Thank you so much, Your Honour, said Mr. Guardiola, and that brought an end to his evidence. Another witness, Faye Reddish, tells the court she had known Mr. Mendy for 3 years after meeting him at a party in Manchester when she worked for clothing firm Boohoo. She said, we hit it off. She described Mr. Mendy as a generous person and a really friendly guy. The witness said they had a great night and that they had kissed that night and since. She said the pair would speak on the phone and text each other, although she denied that they were good friends. She agreed the pair would flirt. The witness was asked about meeting Mr. Mendy on August the 22nd, 23rd last year, when the player had a party at his home in Cheshire. Miss Reddy said she met Mr. Mendy at a fashion event in Peter Street in Manchester, where he attended with Jack Grealish. They later went to China White in Manchester, she said. Mr. Mendy was having a good time dancing, she told the court. Miss Reddish went on to say that when there were footballs around, girls are very excitable. She said that they went to his house. She recalled one girl there asked if she was with Mr. Mendy sexually, and she had replied no. Miss Reddish described the girl as over-friendly and that it had made her feel uncomfortable. At 4 p.m, the jurors were told that it's the end of evidence for the day and that Mr. Mendy's defence had not yet come to a close and the trial resumed in the morning of Tuesday, the 15th of November 2022. So please join me for that. All your comments are very, very welcome. It'd be great to hear from you. Until we meet again, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.